The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, nifty. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Walker once more.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And a throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to cut out the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Foreman.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
To throw is Fields. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Disley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Off of play action, here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Quickly out wide to Eskridge.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Well, Charles, the NFL record was 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Geno. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, held in by Claypool. And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
From the end zone, Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. The pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And Walker has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. That's complete to DK Metcalf. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far, and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
They're going to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. There he goes, right side. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
You got this! You got this!
Geno now to throw. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Lockett, the man in motion. Just beating the play clock. Smith.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Smith on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Second and 5. Now Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Here we go.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now it's Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Velus Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
17. Seahawks 3. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Edmonds on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Left side complete to Lockett. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
Tyreek Stevenson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now 2nd and 3.
Smith now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A give for Walker running right. Down to about the 23.
And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Smith.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6.
Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Second down and 6 now. Herbert once more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
Here's a give to Herbert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. They'll run here with Herbert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion or 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Seahawks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and forever. Now Geno. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Bears first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields escaping the pressure right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there in 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, it's a clip. No ball, no ball.
To the air again, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Bears 31, Seahawks 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10, Smith again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Gino on 1st down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So the penalty on the offense, that'll be declined, and the turnover stands.
Middle. Strike. 53. Tuesday. 13X.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
A give left side here for Herbert. He's got it to the 43 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the